The state's House Ways and Means Committee met today to discuss what Texas and others have done in eliminating the state's income tax. Here's what some local residents had to say about the idea.
I'd be in complete agreement with that. I believe we're already taxed plenty in every other area. I'd be all for it.
Bad idea. I think it's a real bad idea. For working people like us, if they take away something, that means they're going to have to raise something else up. And why you want to raise something else up when you're not raising nobody pay? It's hard for us. It's already hard around here to make ends meet because everything going up around us but to pay. So if you take the income tax away from us, how we gonna survive?
Oh, I think that would be great. We are already paying enough taxes. I think it would free up a lot of money and people would be able to spend money on more things. It might help the economy, who knows?
The committee laid the groundwork today of where they would like to go as far as studying the state's tax structure. The Department of Revenue and Legislative Fiscal Office gave an introduction on what was presented in the past. District 89 Representative Richard Nelson proposed the plan.
My plan is to essentially build a kind of Texas-style system where you get rid of the income tax completely. And really that would look at, you'd have to mirror these other places as far as where they get the revenue from. Sales tax is one piece. In Texas, they have actually a smaller sales tax. Their sales tax is not as high as ours, but they have a broader tax base. And I think that's one thing you really have to look for, especially in Louisiana, is we have, an entire book of exemptions, both to the sales tax, to the income tax, the corporate franchise tax, the corporate income tax, and then even to the property tax. And so you'd have to look at expanding the base of especially the property tax and the sales tax so that it's not necessarily raising the rates on everyone that pays now, but expanding it so that everybody pays into the system. And I think that's really, the only way you could really get rid of that income tax and be competitive with these other states.
Nelson says the state's growth has been stagnant for quite some time.
I think the last time Louisiana added a congressional seat, which reflects the last time that our state actually grew faster than the rest of the country, was 1910. And so it was over 100 years ago that we actually were seeing growth that exceeded the rest of the country. This last census came in and the rest of the country grew about 3 times faster than us. And then our neighbors in Texas and in Florida actually grew 6 times faster than we did. And so when you look at what's the common thread between these other states that are growing much quicker than us, it's really that lack of an income tax is something that really draws people. It really keeps companies there, it attracts new companies, and it keeps the successful people in the state. So I think when you're looking at where do you want the future of Louisiana to go, how do we attract industries and jobs of the future, this is probably the most important thing that we can do.
Joel Massey, ABC 31 News that works for you.